Question 7. What is the Lewis structure of PF6 minus? So first, let's find the total valence electrons of this ion. We have a phosphorus, which has 5 valence electrons, and we have fluorine, which has 7, and we multiply this by 6 since there are 6 fluorine atoms. And then the ion has a -1 charge, so I'm going to add an additional electron as well to the count, and we get a total of 48 electrons. So now, when we draw the Lewis structure, I'm going to draw my phosphorus as the central atom, and then single bonded fluorines just symmetrically all around. And now let's add in all of their lone pairs. Okay, so now let's count out how many electrons I've drawn so far. So if we see that each bond contains 2 electrons, and we have 6 bonds, that's 12, and then we just add up all of the lone pairs, so we have a total of 48 electrons. So now let's try to figure out the formal charges to see where that negative charge goes. So the equation for formal charge is the number of valence electrons minus the number of non-bonding electrons. So these are all the electrons in the lone pairs, minus the number of bonding electrons divided by 2. So in the case of the fluorine, let's calculate fluorine's formal charge. So all of them are the same, and they all have 7 valence electrons. The number of non-bonding electrons, which are the lone pairs, is 6. And then each of them have a single bond, so there are 2 electrons in each bond. So 2 bonding electrons divided by 2. So 7 minus 6 minus 1 is just 0. And in the case of the phosphorus, phosphorus has 5 valence electrons. There are 0 non-bonding electrons because there are no lone pairs. And the number of bonding electrons, so we have 12 bonding electrons since there are 6 bonds. So 5 minus 6 is -1. So now we know that the negative charge will go on our phosphorus. So now let's see what the junior tutor said. First, to calculate the valence electrons, they got 48. They have the skeletal structure, filled out all of the lone pairs, and then calculated for the formal charge. Yep, so this solution is correct.